I was one of the founding coaches of Arsenal here. We've had few players who signed professional contracts in Europe.
If you met that guy in real life, like, would you give him like a ride? How much money have you rejected?
At least $1 million.
Welcome back to the show, and thank you for returning back to the channel. In this episode, we have someone who I'm sure all of you already know, the one and only Coach Mehran Roshan in the building. Woo! Oh my God, guys! I'm sure if any of you have TikTok, you know this man. This man has come on your For You page
The
many
Dubai
times.
sensation.
The Middle East.
Guys, I've seen like so many people copy your style. So many.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it for sure. Anyways, this is a football coach who's turned into a youth mentor who has amassed 47 million likes on TikTok, videos which have gotten over hundreds of millions of views. And even videos of impersonating him have reached millions and millions of views. Coach, I have so many questions for you, but I feel like first we can't move on until we give a small little introduction on how you have become such a sensation and give us a quick brief of your life up until this point. How did you reach here?
I'm a coach. I've always been a coach since probably 25 years ago when I was 15, 16.
Wow.
15-year-old coach.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a coach, but deep down when I was even with other people, you were somehow trying to show them the way.
Yeah.
And because I could not become a professional footballer, so it helped me get into coaching earlier.
Why? Why couldn't you become professional?
Injury. I mean, that's what everybody said.
I was like, no, sensitive topic. This could be a sensitive topic.
No, most people are not good enough. They say injury.
Yeah.
But I had a bad knee injury when I was 13.
Yeah.
So for a few years I tried, but finally give up.
Yeah.
And then I got into coaching mainly because of my uncle who kept pushing me. Go get your license, go get your license.
Yeah.
And then here I am, years later, trying to make a difference in other people's lives.
When's the first time like you started coaching? 15 you started coaching actually, or what?
The first time I coached a team, I was 16, and it was a girls' team. They did not have a coach. Yeah.
Very nice.
Imagine busting around girls like, do this, go here.
Must have been difficult, to be honest. And would you move to Dubai at what age?
When I was 13.
13. Nice, nice. So I assumed you and your father, you and your family.
Family, yeah.
Right,
family
right, right.
moved,
Yeah. Nice, nice. And what did you do when you first came here? University?
School?
School, yeah.
I mean, we went to school, we did not study, so we were physically present in the school.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. But school, university, work.
University in Dubai?
In Dubai. Then I went to UK.
Wow.
Oh.
Then I came back, and then
What did you study?
I studied management.
Business management,
which was waste of time.
Yeah, because if you want to do business, you should not go to uni.
Yeah,
You should just run a business.
But even right now, people think they have to go to university.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to.
Really?
Yeah, of course. I mean, parents sometimes come to me and say, can you convince my son to go to university? I'm like, not me.
I'm not the guy.
I agree, by the way, 100%.
I like that. It's as you say, not dinosaur mentality.
He knows all the terms.
If you want to become an astronaut, if
Yeah.
you want to build a rocket, if you want to be a doctor, you have to go
Specialized fields, lawyer, doctor.
But most of the time, you have kids who are not kids. You have young adults who are 19, 20. They don't know what they want to do.
Yeah,
so
100%.
how can you commit to university
Of
4
course,
years?
4 years.
You know, that's just wrong.
Yeah. I agree 100%, especially the business ones. You know, if your business professor is so good, where's his business? You know, why is he teaching? You know, I think sometimes you would also have a business if you were really that good at having businesses or managing them. Coach, I feel like in Dubai or like in the Middle East, you're like everyone's father. But until now, we have mostly heard you give advice related to football. So I hope in this podcast, we can talk more advice related to life in general. And for example, how does someone who like find their purpose in life like how you have?
That's a big question, you know, and honestly, my advice would be don't look at it this way.
Okay.
The angle that you're looking at it is just not right.
All right.
Because if you look for a big answer, most probably you'll end up with the wrong answer.
Okay.
So for someone who's young, try to see what you love
Yeah.
and then commit yourself
Okay.
to that. You know, if it's making a podcast,
Yeah.
you know, are you now committing yourself, or is it just you like it? You know,
Mhm.
so again, the purpose of life. I mean, we had a discussion before this
Yeah.
podcast. You know, if you can find out what's your life intention,
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want to do in life,
Yeah.
then everything else is easy.
Right.
You know, everybody knows what, but nobody knows how. So everybody wants to be a footballer, but nobody knows how.
How?
Everybody wants to make the next crypto.
Yeah.
It's the how,
Yeah.
but the how, you're not going to get there if you don't know what is your life intention.
Right.
So it applies to a 13-year-old girl as well. So
Yeah.
it's not age-related or sex-related.
Since we're talking about how did you get on TikTok?
Yeah. We're getting right into it.
How did I get on TikTok? Well, it was my daughter who
Wow.
said there's an app, and it wasn't called TikTok back then. It was
Musically.
No way. That time.
No, but we got there as a club. So our club, we got an account and we used to post.
On Musically.
Yes.
Wow. That's early.
You're OG.
Yeah. But then we lost that account. I don't know what happened.
You forgot the password.
That's really what happened. Yeah.
Forgot his TikTok password.
So last year, summer of last year, 2021, we decided to push TikTok
Okay.
with the club's page.
Okay.
So
Did you decide that, or someone told you to do that?
No, it was myself.
Okay.
Because I could see, you know, that's,
potential.
That's, you see, nobody knows what's happening inside the club. You always advertise, or you have an amplifier and say, hey, this is what we do. And 99% of the time,
It's a facade.
It's lies,
Yeah.
you know? So the only way to show what you are about is videos.
Documenting.
Yeah, and we did not fake anything. I mean, sometimes we mess with people's head, you know, just to joke. I mean, it's
Yeah.
obvious, you know. But most of the time, it's
Natural.
what's happening. You know, like somebody comes with new kicks. Hey, what's that? You know, let's.
Raw.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the club last year, and then we needed faces.
Yeah.
But everybody's shy. Nobody wants to go in front of the camera. So again, as a business owner,
Yeah.
you have to do yourself.
You're like, I'll do it.
Yeah. But I only started my TikTok account in October of last year.
Okay.
My own.
Wow. So you've
Yeah.
reached very far in very short amount of time. Less than a year.
I reached 1 million in 4.5 months.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
It's crazy.
And out of nowhere, that's the craziest thing. Like, I understand if someone was big on another platform, or if someone had a lifetime of content creation, but I don't know. And especially, like, not to be rude or anything, but like, I heard you're 40.
Yeah, 40.
And, yeah.
I'll be 41 next month.
My mom still doesn't even know what, like, my dad, my mom, like, no offense, but I don't think they know much about what is TikTok, you know?
Do you know why?
Huh?
Do you know why?
Uh,
Mo knows.
Why?
Why they don't know?
Oh, they're dinosaurs.
wow, coach. Just like that, man.
I mean, it's not a bad thing.
I'm going
but
to tell them that the coach said they're dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's a dinosaur right there.
Yeah, but honestly, dinosaur mentality, 100%. I'll tell them.
But you know, I'm in a way I'm lucky because I have the chance not to be a dinosaur because I deal with kids.
Kids every day.
Yeah, I mean there are a lot of people who still refuse. You know, they hesitate. No, I don't want to get involved. You know.
Yeah.
But because I'm in that environment where I spend, you know, I see my players more than my own kids.
Wow.
Wow.
Does that hurt you?
Not at all. I mean, nothing's wrong with that. But I want to say like how involved I am with the new generation.
Right. Yeah.
How many kids do you have, by the way?
Myself?
Yeah.
Two.
Okay.
Two daughters.
Are they
Boy,
in the
girl,
club?
or?
Oh, girls, yeah.
Are they in the club?
Yes, yeah.
But no special treatment, I'm assuming.
And they are not good enough, so.
Fair is fair.
Yeah, fair is fair. I want to ask you, coach, what is a day in your life? Right now, it's 11 p.m. on a Saturday, a weekend. What does a typical day in your life look like?
Wake up at 6, do the bed first.
Wow.
That's important.
Every morning.
Every morning. The bed first, walk the dog, breakfast, a bit of calmness. So you don't want to suddenly jump in the deep end, you know. It's going to be a long day. Probably by 8:30 I do my emails and everything. If I can, I go to the gym.
Yeah.
Back to home because I work from home.
Yeah.
And then meetings, trainings, and I get usually back home by 10:30, 11.
At night?
Yeah.
Wow.
because we train until 9 p.m.
Is that when do you sleep at like 12 or something?
I try to.
Yeah.
I try, but I have sleeping issues.
Really? Why?
I mean, I give tips on how to sleep,
Yeah.
but I don't sleep myself.
Sleeping pills.
Yeah, I think because your brain's always thinking, coach. You're always
Yeah.
thinking of new advice.
Yeah, it's when you cannot turn off your
Yeah.
unconscious mind.
It's an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your biggest strength and your biggest weakness. Like I have this, I overthink, and sometimes like it's the best because it gives me so many good ideas. But then sometimes you can go down negative rabbit holes. You know what I mean? Like it's negative spirals. You know, but you have to take it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Make the best out of it.
I saw something interesting. I saw you once spoke about not taking brand deals.
Yeah.
Do you take brand
Very
deals?
Interesting topic.
You
have
to be
so many
honest. Right
followers.
now, I'm talking to 2 brands,
Okay.
but they are the biggest.
Yeah.
Because for me, I mean, I have offers. You know, one of the reasons that people are so kind to me is because I try to stay neutral.
Right.
So I would go to Adidas and destroy one of their boots, and then next day I would go to the same store and say, "Oh, this is fantastic."
Yeah, because that's the truth. One shoe is good
Yeah.
and the other shoe may not be good.
So Adidas, they sold out their Copa Sense football boots
Yeah.
in 1 day
Wow.
because we promoted
Wow.
that
Yeah.
without wanting to. you
Because
know?
that shoe is not even like a most famous
No,
Ayash. It's
no.
probably the one that most people don't buy.
Exactly, and same with Nike or other even like I can see some soft drinks in your fridge.
Yeah.
So it's more of staying neutral, but we are finding a way to make it work.
Yeah, I've
while,
heard.
while respecting my boundaries, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I've heard you've rejected hundreds of thousands. Like
More.
wow. How much?
That's
How much money have you rejected?
I mean, if I wanted to do, you're talking at least $1 million
$1 million?
dirhams.
Dirhams.
Yeah. That's a lot of money. Because I'm not gonna lie, like those rates that you're saying, anyone with your following would not get those rates.
Yeah.
But I can see why though, because you're so like aggressive. It's like this guy doesn't want the money, so we have to give him more money.
Yeah, and also his following is so.
It's a cult
hardcore.
following, yeah.
Almost a cult following. Like they'll do anything you
Because
say.
we talk about that. We say there's people with 1 million followers, but their followers don't care about them, and there's people with 1 million that like all of them would do whatever you say.
Yeah,
and
some like 100K of that following is worth way more than 2 million, which they don't care about you.
yeah.
So how did you build that kind of following with your audience? Like why do they?
On myself.
Yeah.
On myself, like, I mean, it's good to mention this. I'm okay with myself. So when I come and speak, I don't care if it upsets people.
Yeah.
At the same time, I don't care if it makes people happy.
Yeah.
Like I just say what I believe
What you
is
think.
right. Yeah. No, not what I think. You know, it's funny because people say that I say what I think. They don't think because if you think, you don't say what you think. Like just,
Wow. Wow. Wait, I need to think about that for a second.
If I think I don't, bro, that was a tongue twister right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
But I get what he means. Like if
you are not supposed to say what you think.
You're supposed to say.
yeah, because if you think, you realize.
Because sometimes
I should not say this.
sometimes saying that could have bad consequences. Sometimes you could regret it.
Yeah.
So it's more of, okay, I want to say something, now I'm going to reflect in action. In the moment, is that right? You know?
Right.
But you see people say, I'm just too honest, I say what I think. Dude, you don't think.
you just don't have a filter. It just comes directly out. Yeah. Do you have a very big team that helps you for all this? Like, wait, first of all, how much content do you put out? What's your posting schedule?
We post 12 videos a day.
12.
What?
Yeah.
Is this on how many goes on the club? How many on the personal?
It goes 4 on my personal, the rest are on clubs. On the clubs, girls page and Mehran's Dinosaurs. And that, it's different channels, right? So you have YouTube, Snapchat.
Oh wait, 12 across platforms?
No, 12 videos.
Each platform.
Yeah. And
Each platform.
Yeah.
And how many platforms?
Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok,
36.
Pinterest. There's one more.
You're even
YouTube.
on Pinterest?
YouTube.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Pinterest.
What is that? I haven't seen Pinterest in a
Why
while.
Pinterest?
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, he's ahead of us.
I mean, you create the content
Yeah.
and the channel is there. And how much time does it take to post on
Yeah.
Pinterest?
But obviously, you have people that post for you.
Right. So how big is the team?
So at the beginning it was myself, but right now it's a team of 4.
4 only.
Yeah, but we are also now trying to expand because I need more time with myself. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to only focus on the main advice. You should know what to worry about the output.
Yeah, but the challenge was getting the people who can do what you want.
Yeah.
It's when you hesitate to delegate because you're afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one really talks about this, but when you first, everyone's like, oh, it's so easy, just delegate it. But the problem is, in the first few times, you delegate something, you're gonna have to take that hit of that sacrifice of those first few ones not being good, And when you're growing so fast, you don't wanna take that risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you can't do that with social media. I mean, the moment the quality of your content comes down, people get bored.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, you own your own club, right? How did that happen? Did you buy a club? You set up a club?
Well, I was one of the founding coaches of Arsenal here in 2009.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I was.
Arsenal Football Club.
Arsenal.
Man, I remember that was big.
Yeah.
I used to think if you go to that club, you can play in Arsenal.
Yes. So that was the biggest in the world, by the way. The biggest Arsenal soccer school in the world. And I'm an Arsenal fan. This is why I got involved. So between 2009 and 2014, I was with them.
Right.
But then it gets to a point that you want something for yourself.
Yeah.
You don't want to do
Work
what they
for someone
tell
else.
you to do.
Yeah.
You have your own ideas.
Right.
Started with 14 boys. Right now we have 300 boys and girls.
So you made the club from scratch?
We made it from scratch, yeah.
And how does it work? Do you have to have a certain field? I don't know how owning a club works. Do you have to own a field, or can you just rent a field? This is a club, so I don't know how does a club work.
Yeah, how does it form?
I'm trying not to say what I'm thinking right now. because a lot of people will be upset. But let me say this, it's okay, it's late night. We can blame it on fatigue.
Yeah, yes.
Well, unfortunately, and this has nothing to do with UAE, by the way.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the world,
Yeah.
whether you're in the UK, whether you're in the US,
Yeah.
whether you're in Dubai, anybody can start a club. Anybody can say they're a coach.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just get a few footballs.
Yeah.
And then put on a coaching shirt, and then say I'm a coach.
Yeah.
So that's how a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
But the right way to do it is you need to know everything from scratch. You need to know how you play football. You need to know how you pump footballs. Even as of now, I'm the one who pumps footballs because I love it.
Yeah.
Not that I have to. We posted the video last week. I love it.
It's your passion.
Yeah, and then the most important part is you have to always stay the student of the game. So the problem, the term dinosaur, it came from my mentor who said coaches are dinosaurs. You have some dinosaur coaches. And what he meant was, this was years ago in one of the courses, that you go and get your coaching license, and then for the next 30 years, you say I'm a coach. Because God knows, 30 years ago, you got a certificate.
You don't continue learning.
Every year, even right now, before the conversation started, I was checking my email. My course is starting on 1st of November. I have tasks. In the middle of everything that I have for 7 months.
You're taking a course?
All the time, yeah.
New ones.
So
wow. It's coaching courses?
Yeah, 7. It's not a coaching course. It's a pro course. I'm trying to simplify it. It's more of a brain training course.
Wow.
So one of the reasons that I'm able to talk about different things is because I understand how to think.
Yeah.
So once you understand how to think, then for example, if you want to do videography, you understand the structure, and then it's easier. So
brain training, learning how to think.
Learning how to think, learning how help people to think.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So getting back to it, I want to know, how did it start when you made the club? Do you rent a field now? Does it have to be the same one, or can you move around?
You can do whatever you want to do. It's up to you.
Yeah.
But the right way to do it is obviously to have one location, like us.
Yeah.
Like we don't have 2 locations.
You have one place?
One place. We have limited places. Because in Dubai, what happens is football is very commercial.
Yeah.
So
it's all about making money.
So all you have to do is get your cash and walk into a club and get your kids start to play. With us, that's not the case. With us right now, we are closed. We don't accept anybody.
How many students do you have?
Almost 300.
300.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's closed. You don't want to...
We have few spaces in different age groups. But for example, under 14s, 16s, 18s, our selection groups are full.
Wow.
Well, what's your oldest age category?
For boys, it's under 18s. For girls, we have also ladies team.
Now, aren't you like planning to go like, I guess, is the older age is pro, I'm guessing, after 18. Are you planning to now go pro?
Not at the moment because there is not enough incentive here.
To go pro here.
So the government is working on it, which is great. But at the moment, I rather focus on the base, which is the youth.
Foundation.
Yeah.
Now, quick one. Getting into like the more businessy side. Let's say you might have a player right now. He's like 16, and this guy is going to be the next Messi. Do you sign him? Do you get someone to sign him? Like, do you make money off that? I just want to know as a business.
As an agent,
Well, we've had few players who signed professional contracts in Europe. We had one in Scotland. We had one in Spain.
Big clubs?
No, because come on, like, I mean,
it's hard.
A lot of people lie here, but come on, like, don't lie to people. You cannot ruin someone's life because you want to get their money. Yeah. Don't say that we're going to make you a professional footballer. It's a big lie. You know, the ratio of players that train and become professional footballers is 1 from 50,000.
And that's the people that train.
Yeah. One from. So imagine 50,000 players that train. One of them makes it, and listen to this, they get a contract by the age of 17, and then from 4 players that get a professional contract at the age of 17, 3 of them quit by the age of 19.
What?
So it's like 1 in 200,000.
Why? Why did they quit?
It's difficult. Difficult.
But that's the opportunity they've been waiting for their whole life, or
no,
their dream.
They quit because they are not good enough. It's not like they quit because I want to go home. No, they go there.
They just haven't made it to the team. They're always on reserve or...
There you go. It's difficult.
Yeah. So like with these players, do you like co-sign them with the agents, or how does that work as a business?
As of now, in UAE, there has not been a single case that has been good enough
for you to make money off.
Yeah.
Not even worth any other clubs. I mean, there are few clubs who say, this guy made it, but no. I mean, I'm not going to name. There was this club 3 years ago. They said, publicly in the newspaper, this girl got a scholarship from
Barcelona.
And then we realized that it's a lie.
Which club did they say?
It was in the US. I don't want to name, But what I'm saying is, it's lie. So you have to be the best of the best of the best in your country, head and shoulders above everybody else, to get a chance.
Wow. Okay.
So that's the sad truth that nobody wants to talk about.
What do you think about the people that imitate you and make videos about where it's like not really making fun, but I mean it's kind of making fun, to be very blunt, and they just kind of impersonate you, kind of mock at it? Like, how does that make you feel, and what do you think about that? Because to be honest, I see some of the videos, I can't lie, I laugh.
They're kind of funny. Yeah, they're kind of funny.
I gotta think about it.
Well, again, you cannot expect to have, I don't know how many million views, and so you put yourself out there and you only want positivity. It's not going to happen.
Right.
But even from the ones that imitate you, I laugh a lot.
You like them?
Yeah. Not all of them, because some of them like really, it's so easy, because with my Iran accent, you should not be a genius to imitate me. But that's, but most of them, I even laugh. I even sometimes comment. Why not?
Nice.
I mean, sense of humor is the best thing ever.
And it makes you more famous.
That also,
Yeah, exactly. And when the people see your comment, they're like, wow, this guy's really cool. He's really about it. He really doesn't care what anyone thinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sense of humor.
If you met that guy in real life, like, would you give him like a right? Have you met him?
Is it in public or is it?
Right.
He's coming for you. You guys should do a boxing fight or something.
You remind me of Jośe Mourinho.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, have you heard that?
You know what's funny? I hated this guy.
Really?
Until maybe probably last couple of years.
Now you understand them.
No, it's somehow he has aged as well.
Yeah.
So he's calmer.
Yeah. He's more wiser.
Yeah, and he also reminds me of my uncle. So in a way, now I love him.
Wow.
You love him.
Yeah, so I see how it has changed.
We always say like the people you initially hate, you end up either being friends with them the most or you love them the most. Have you met him?
No, not
because usually you hate the people who you're the most similar to normally, because you feel like they're kind of like who you want to be, or like, you know what I mean?
Possible, but my main problem with him was when he insulted Wenger.
Oh, so it's personal.
For me, it's like, not Wenger,
Yeah.
I'd love to see like you and him coach together.
I want to ask you, how many different sources of incomes do you have, and where are they? Because earlier you were telling me that you do, what's it called, corporate consulting, and that's so interesting. Can you believe that? $1 billion company.
It's not something that I do publicly. I've done it a few times because my specialty is team building. How do you bring different people together who can contribute to the team's intention? So that's something that I'm studying. Even now, this course that I told you is in line with that. So it was challenging the first time that I accepted because it was for a huge company. It was my first time, and I had no idea what I'm going to do, but it went way better than I expected. I've done few, but again, you cannot announce it because it's very private. That's one of the resources.
Income sources.
Yes, that's one. Then of course you have the club.
The club.
And I have some private investments.
Investments. So
That's it.
those three.
Yeah.
Okay, and soon your personal endorsements probably as well.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe,
Yeah. Nice. And how much money do you make?
Enough. But
I was wondering if you want to disclose or no.
no, but honestly speaking.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking.
Because I saw you just bought a Tesla. You paid $2,000 for the rims. Like things are looking good, coach. I can't, you know what I mean? We're seeing
Wait,
you. You're
what
shining.
Tesla? I need to know the Tesla model.
Model Y.
Model Y, but you paid 8,000 dirhams, $2,500 for rims, which you could get painted in any garage, by the way.
No, but come on, I know what it is, right?
Matte black rims.
By the way, it's the first brand new car that I bought since 2004.
Wow.
And I love cars, everything is fine, but I'm not into them. And honestly speaking, I said in a humble way, money does not please me.
Right.
Because if I wanted to make money doing other things, I mean, I was already making enough money before all of this.
Right.
So it's more of my community.
Right.
You know, all these people that we talk about, the 1 million followers, they are my community.
Yeah, that's your people.
That's priceless for me.
Nice. Yeah, and he could easily accept more people in the club. Like, you're probably the biggest club right now, like, is in terms most known, you know, so I'm sure people want to sign up just
from
to be part of your club.
He could make branches Saudi, branches Qatar easily today, and they'd all be full probably. And is that probably a plan, right? Eventually to branch out to different countries? No. Only in Dubai?
No, not only in Dubai. I can't say our brands, but if you want to be different, you can't be like everybody else. Like imagine if my mom 20 years ago started this small kitchen and started giving food out. Yeah. And then you put few tables so people would come and sit. And then in Dubai, you're the best, Persian restaurant, yeah? And then we get money and say, hey, let's open one in Marina. And let's open one, you know?
It loses the heritage.
Yeah. I don't know if you've heard of Ostadi.
Ostadi.
They're similar. Like, we've asked them, why don't you open anywhere else? They're like, we like what we have here.
Yeah, because you're there, and if you have many branches, you can't be there all the time. And also it brings the exclusivity that this is the original, this is the one and only.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you want to grow, it's not always about different locations. So right now, what we are trying to do, it's funny because people see the videos and they think this is all we do. When I had a father a few weeks ago, he was trying to say, hey, but you spend a lot of time on social media. I said, that is 2 hours of my day. I sleep 4 hours. You don't know how much work we put into planning for your kids, you know. So right now we are focusing on quality.
Right.
So starting this year, we've become only by selection. So if you want to come to our club,
try out.
First, it's invitation.
Wow! And you need to be invited.
You need to be invited, yeah. But what we want to do is we want to be that club that everybody wants to go to.
Right. Like the Harvard of football clubs.
Like another example. A lot of clubs here have girls football, which is amazing, but we are the only club that has a full-time, competent female coach that runs it. So I brought a female coach from the UK, from Liverpool, not a PE teacher, not somebody that used to play, with all the respect, somebody that's her job, you know. So it's focusing on quality, and also we have some plans that I will share later on. So
do you have sponsors for the club?
No, that's something I have not done as well.
You have not what?
I have not done sponsors. Because I have a lot of friends, all of them lovely, but how would I? It's a football club. I tell kids.
Like maybe a good one would be like maybe a university or something.
It has to be aligned with the club.
Yeah.
But so far, everything that we've
Maybe a drink, a hydration brand, maybe Prime, Logan Paul's.
so you know him, maybe you can.
Logan, this is the biggest club in Dubai. I think they would. They just sponsored Arsenal.
Yeah. Why not Alliance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
I read somewhere online that you're the family friend, you're the real, like, actual family friendly, good content version of Andrew Tate. That's what it says here. What do you have to think about that? Do you know? I'm just joking. I never read that online.
You know a lot of. Maybe it's time to talk about him.
Right.
I've got so many friends, like famous people. I swear, like messaging me for months, dude. You are you have an influence over the new generation.
Right.
Talk to them. If all of them listen to this idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, leave it, you know. But kids these days, they are smarter than that.
Right.
You know, if few people get influenced by this guy. I don't even know him, but you want to follow somebody, know him well. Even with me,
Yeah.
Like, don't create a god, you know. How do you know what I do?
True.
You know?
Yeah. You could be anyone.
Yeah, exactly. So don't symbolize people.
Right.
Whether it's Andrew Tate, me, or Mo, or
Yeah.
whoever it is.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the top G.
No, but
I don't know him. I don't know him.
Have you watched any clips?
I watched one and then I stopped after 4 seconds.
4 seconds. Wow. No, but I think, Coach, if you were to watch a lot of his videos, I'm sure there are a few that you might think like, okay, at least he's telling the, you know, like, if you think about the mentors the youth have nowadays. Okay, there's you, which is amazing. But then besides from you, there's nobody. It's like rappers that do drugs.
But do you need a mentor that is, how do I say it?
Misogynistic? Do you want to say that?
For
example.
Is that a mentor?
No. But in some aspects, at least, if you tell kids like, listen, work hard all day, or I mean, like, work hard on something, have discipline, go to the gym, do push-up, like, work on yourself, build yourself. That's a man.
So work hard.
Right.
Try to make it. Get muscles. Wake up early. Insult woman. Come on, man. Come on. Like, it's not with me. Sorry.
No, it doesn't.
Nice try. Not with me. No.
Oh, Coach. What keeps you motivated every day? You work so many hours. What keeps you motivated? What drives you?
Getting better.
Yeah.
Getting better every day. It's the 8th year that I'm running a club. It's getting more difficult year by year.
Yeah.
So we finished the season in June. This is September, and you don't know how more challenging it has become.
Yeah.
So getting better, going to the next level.
Right.
And there is no next level, right? It's
unlimited growth.
Exactly. Yeah. It's never ending.
Nice. So
What's your dream? Like, what's your ultimate dream?
Good
where would you
question.
like? If we could say like, where do you want to be? Would it be like being the next Jośe Mourinho? What's your ultimate?
In 5
dream?
years, like, what would success look like to you? 5-10 years.
You know, as a coach, I was able to make a difference in my players' lives.
Right.
So at the beginning, let's say it was a group of 14 players.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks to social media now, you can reach people.
Right.
You know, so I mean, we posted a video last week. It got 13 million views.
Oh.
In like 4 days, you were like, what's happening? So,
Jesus Christ.
So it's a tool for me to help somebody change their behavior or to push them. Somebody that I don't even know. I'll give you another example. Arsene Wenger, to me, is my God. I have learned so much from him. And the beauty of it is that he does not even know me.
Right. But he
No.
still influences you so much.
Like, you don't know how much has influenced me, you know? So in the same way, I try to do that for a 15-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm.
So the more you do that, the more feeling of satisfaction you get. But personally, right now we are trying to build a project that I cannot announce, and it will happen probably in the next 2 years. Once that happens, then I can easily just move back and focus on my long-term program. But right now, I cannot say that, yeah.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
But it's not about money.
Right.
It's not money, it's not cars, it's not vacation. It's the human touch, you know?
It's football.
It's football, yeah, exactly, yeah.
You sound like Jośe Mourinho. What do you have to say about happiness? How does someone become more happy in their lives?
Same conversation that we had. Know your life intentions,
Yeah.
yeah? I mean, it's almost 12, midnight. Look at us three here. I don't think any of us three needs to be here.
On a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is my only day off. I'm sure it's for you too as well.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate your time.
no, I mean, it was a pleasure, but why are we here? Yeah, like you have your own intentions. Mo has his own intentions. The podcast has podcast intentions. I have my own intentions, right? So know your life intentions. If you want to be the best vlogger in the world, what is your behavior doing right now?
Right.
Is your behavior in line? Is it contributing to your life intention? So happiness is mainly because you achieve something. When you achieve something, it's the nature of the human brain. Yeah. Exactly. So it's you want something, you work for it, you achieve it, you feel better.
Right. Yeah.
Dopamine. It's with food. It's with a lot of stuff, right? So if you don't know what you want, then how can you become happy? And then at the same time, let me also clarify this. If you are 17, 18, 19, 20 and you don't know your life intentions, it's fine. You don't need to figure it out like that.
Until when?
There is no formula.
Yeah.
Like, Ahmed, listen to this. So I wasted 6 years of my time studying in my bachelor and master degree. Yeah.
You did masters as well.
Yeah. As of now, I have not used that certificate once.
Wow.
It's not even attested yet. Yeah. But listen to this. I only started my club when I was 35.
35.
35.
Wow.
Yeah. So I know that before that I was just living with the family, coaching. It's nice, you know. But I only figured out my real intentions when I started my club.
At 35. Wow.
Yeah. And it wasn't before starting it. Yeah. Starting it was a phase, and then you're like, oh, I'm good at this. So now I can push myself.
Then you
So-
really started.
Yeah, exactly. So if you don't know your intention, it's fine.
Yeah.
This happens with parents also. Oh, my son is 16, he doesn't know what he wants to do.
Yeah.
A 34-year-old guy still has no idea.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
That was good advice.
Very good advice.
Yeah.
What other advice would you have to somebody? Okay, I'll give you an exact question. You told me that players approach you all the time, people around you, youth.
Yeah.
They all have their side hustles. They know you have a big audience, so maybe that's why they come to you with it. But I have a question for the young entrepreneur out there, because you are an entrepreneur at the end of the day. What advice do you have for a young entrepreneur starting his business?
Know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for example, I was lucky enough to get my education in coaching, and then because you know it's right. Then from that point, you commit yourself to making it happen,
Yeah.
right? And then if there is any obstacle, if there is anybody who's doubting you, you're not going to get affected by it. You just focus on your target or intentions, just inside the bracket. When I wanted to leave Arsenal
Yeah.
to start my own club,
That was a very big risk.
my only sibling, love of my life, my sister said, don't do it. Why would people leave clubs like Arsenal, Juventus, Barca, Liverpool to come to you? But I did not even hear that, because I knew that I am qualified to do this.
Yeah.
My sister is emotional and worried for me.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you are now, again, a 14-year-old boy who wants to start a side hustle, and you know your calculations, by the way,
Yeah.
you know everything, and your parents are worried, understand their worries, but then focus on your job.
Yeah, that makes good sense, honestly, yeah. All right.
All right. I think that's.
Yeah, I'll just give one last question, Coach. Your happiest and saddest moments, what were they?
My happiest moment, the birth of my kids,
Wow, interesting.
because I was there also.
I always tell Mo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people say that. You know, Mo, I'm very passionate to later have kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And Mo, not so much.
Yeah, not right now.
Yeah.
But you haven't experienced it yet.
Kids? No, I don't have
So
kids.
you don't know.
But
It's
yeah. I really want a son. Is that not something you kind of feel like?
Question.
I mean, I have 300 sons, right?
That's really done.
301. I'm not in the club, but joking.
I feel like I will have doors, or just because I say that, I feel like I will have doors.
You know, you always get something that life always throws you those curveballs. But you know, maybe if you had a son, you wouldn't have enough time to work on the club. You'd focus too much on him. So
Not really. It's,
yeah.
Believe it or not, I mean, I lecture people about how to deal with kids and everything, but I really believe in letting them be. Let them figure out. You're a support system.
Yeah.
You can't force it.
Right.
Yeah, when they fail, you're there, but let them do whatever.
Experiment. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes I see it with people my age. They be forced a certain way for so long, and the moment they get a bit of freedom, they go a completely opposite direction because now it's their
It's
first
the culture.
time. Right.
It's the culture of Middle East.
Yeah.
Or the East.
Yeah.
Not just the Middle East.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. And the saddest moment?
I thought you forgot about that.
No, of course. The saddest moment of your life.
Saddest moment of my life when my grandmother passed away.
Okay.
Because she was very sick, and my grandparents raised me, by the way. So she called me and she said, "Can you come and see me?" I said yes, but I delayed it for a day. And when I landed in the car, they told me she passed away.
Oh.
No way.
Yeah. But again, this is an advice for everybody. I'm sure everybody has lost a loved one. The best way to deal with it is just think of their good memories.
Yeah.
It's the best thing in the world, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, that was a great podcast.
Yeah, honestly, Coach.
Thank you.
That's
That's
got a lot of stuff there.
It's your first official podcast, you said, yeah? And I really appreciate it, man. It means the world. And I hope that you can continue to inspire the youth. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, share, subscribe, comment. Check out the coach. Definitely follow him.
Go on TikTok. You have a YouTube page too?
Yeah, I'll put his YouTube channel will be down below. Check it out, guys. Mo, obviously my co-host. Check him out as well. But I'm sure if you're watching this, you definitely already subscribed to him. Take care, guys. Have a good day.